So the Patriot League Academic Conference is, I think it's anytime we can bridge the gap between the academic and the athletic sides of our houses, it's good. And you know, as a faculty athletic rep, that's one of the things that I think about all the time. How can we increase communication between the athletics and the academics? And I think a conference like this enables faculty from all the league schools to get together, and what's bringing us together is the fact that we're all in the same athletic league. Once we come together, I think that we only have the opportunity to learn from each other and see that the concerns we have are shared and similar, and that's a good thing. We may not have all the answers, but I think it's always nice to know that you're not the only individual or school that faces these types of dilemmas. Well, we wanted to focus primarily on Elizabeth Holmes' interactive simulation that she brought from the Naval Academy, what they use, a tool they use in teaching ethical, moral decision making. And so that was the majority of the time was dedicated to that. And I think that it was well received. Although it's not a perfect tool, I think that my impression was that this is the type of tool that students would be able to relate to. I found it very realistic, and I think that as a teacher, you know, making it real for the students is very important. So I was impressed with it. I think that we'd like to explore its use certainly in student-athlete education, moral decision-making. I found that dilemma that was presented in the video was very realistic to incidents that I know of, that we've struggled with here. And so I was impressed with that. The other members of our panel, Susan and Christine and I all serve on the Patriot League Policy Committee, and we tried to address some of the aspects of tension between faculty perceptions of athletics and how our time on that committee and our time as faculty athletic reps has given us a different perspective. And I think that's one of our primary goals, is to show that when you look at athletics from afar, you oftentimes fall into stereotypes that are primarily negative. And so I think a big part of what we're trying to do as faculty athletic reps is to increase the communication between the faculty and athletics, and to break down some of those stereotypes, and to improve the dialogue in both directions. I've been a faculty athletic rep now for at least 10 years, and I think the role of the faculty athletic rep differs greatly from school to school. It's one of many hats I wear, and so like everything, there's always competition for my time and energy and what I can do. I try to get to know as many of the coaches as I can. There are certain things that I'm required to do by the NCAA, administrative things, forms to sign and surveys to administer. But I would say on a day-to-day basis or week-to-week basis, most of my efforts fall in speaking to recruits about the athletic experience, athletic and academic experience at our school. I've certainly done that with the football team for a number of years, but over the last 2 or 3 years, several of the other coaches when they bring recruits onto campus, they have them, the recruit and the families, spend time with me, and I talk about what it means to be at a liberal arts school, what it means to be in the Patriot League, and what it means to be at Holy Cross from the academic side. In addition to that, my responsibility is to deal with student athletes who are applying for medical hardship waivers, and I meet with the students outside of the athletic department and talk very frankly about whether or not this is something that is in their long-term best interest. And I think that's a very important conversation. Those two jobs, and attending the Patriot League Policy Committee meetings, of which I'm now chairing, which means I will also be attending the President Council meetings. Those are the items that take most of my priorities.